Okay, so good morning, good afternoon, or good night, Pasoni, whenever you watch this presentation video. So at this time, our group member want to share our opinion and the group discussion result for the drama or the play swag. Next, here are our group members. There is Arya, Leonie, and me, Gede. Next, so we will move to the first question.
So the first question is, please make character analysis on two major characters that have significant roles in the play. Before the analysis, explain first why you choose those particular characters to begin with. In our analysis, the two major characters that have significant roles in the play are Jason and Chris. The first reason we picked Jason and Chris is because in the beginning of the play, the writer introduced Jason and Chris' conflict as an introduction in the play, and left the conflict hanging in the reader's mind until it revealed at the end. One of the reasons Chris and Jason's existence play a big role throughout the play is because their conflict makes the readers question what happened to them and how and what caused them to end up with Evan, which is parole officer. Also, their conflict is so important as it makes the suspense for the readers, and actually we think that it's the conflict that the readers wait for and about what it caused and how it happened. The second reason is because Jason and Chris appeared frequently in the most of the play, even though their dialogues are sometimes not as much as the other characters. And also, their existence covers up racism, unemployment, and criminality, which is the social issue of Reading City. So this is social issue that covered by Jason and Chris. The characteristic of Jason. In the play, Jason is an impulsive person. According to Oxford Dictionary, impulsive means acting suddenly without thinking carefully about what might happen because of what you are doing. Jason's being impulsive is shown at the nearly ending of the play when he dislikes Oscar because Oscar works as a part-timer in Olstead. So without thinking any further, he blocks Oscar's path and starts a fight. In this case, he doesn't think much about the consequences of smacking Oscar. This is shown at the excerpt below. Stan managed to get to his feet, but it is too late. Jason hits Oscar in the stomach with the bat. Oscar crumbles to the ground. Jason hits him again. As Jason winds up for another swing, Stan tries to intervene, but the bat hits him hard in the head. It can be seen in the page 88 until 89.
So the next is the characteristic of Chris. In the play, Chris is a reckless person. According to Oxford Dictionary, reckless means showing a lack of care about danger and the possible results of your actions. Chris being reckless is shown when there was chaos in the bar. When Jason beat up Oscar, Chris is followed by his anger because when he tries to break the fight and Oscar headbutt him, without thinking much, Chris punches Oscar. This is shown in the excerpt. Tracy picks up a glass, throws it. Chris grabs her. Chris tries to break it up. Oscar headbutts Chris, blooding his nose. Chris' anger has been ignited. He puts Oscar in a headlock and punches him several times in the stomach. You can see it at page 88.
Okay,
The
for
second question.
the next question. After analyzing those two characters, please explain why do you think Lynn created those characters for the play, and what is her purpose in doing so? Okay. After we analyze the two characters above, namely Jason and Chris, we try to see from the author's point of view about the reason for making these two characters. In our opinion, Lynn needs two yacht figure of different races living in America to be able to carry the storyline along with the social issue in it related to the conflict in it. For example, Jason is white descendant who based on the stereotype is supposed to live in luxury and benefit from his white race. Is known as white privilege. But in reality, Jason does not live in luxury. Instead, he works in steel tubbing factory called Allstate, and his position as just as a floor worker only, along with his mother. While Chris is a descendant of American whose social class is not much different from Jason, and they are close friends, even though they are of different races. Next. The purpose of notage creating Chris and John's characters, Jason characters, I'm sorry, is because the two characters depict the reality in America, which is full of racism, yeah, unemployment, and criminality. The second purpose, notage created the character Chris and Jason, is he has the aim of showing the audience that not only all people can be locked out, but young generation can also be locked out due to the circumstances of a company. Lynn also tries to set an example to the public that unemployment can lead to high crime rates. Next, another purpose for Noted creating Chris and Jason characters was to make the story more interesting. Through that conflict that is presented as at the beginning of the story, and their meeting with Evan, who is parlor officer, it, it is a suspense that makes readers interested in waiting for the continuation of the conflict and what causes Jason and Chris to be imprisoned. The last purpose for notice creating Chris and Jason is notice knowledge on her goal to create the character of two young people who are friendly despite their different races is that Lynn want to show that is that it is her goal that white and black races in America can be friends regardless of skin color or skin tone because social issues about racism are very high at that time. And we will move to the next question.
So the third question is, in your opinion, what social issue that stands out the most from this play, and which characters that represent that issue in the play? Elaborate your answer by connecting it with what happened in the play. The social issue that stands out the most from Soedja play is unemployment. The reason is because almost all of the characters have been laid off from the company that caused them to be unemployed. In the play, Tracy, JC, Chris, Jason, and Lucy are characters that represent unemployment. To be exact, Tracy and JC, who have worked for more than 20 years at Allstate, experience a pay cut from to 50% and the concessions of benefits. Likewise, with Chris and Jason, who experience a pay cut because they refused the huge cuts on their wages. As a result, they all were locked out, which caused them to be unemployed. On the other hand, Brucey was also long time employed because he locked out of the textile mill for 2 years, which caused him to despair and become addicted to drugs, which is also another social issue from the play. In addition, we can see in the news of the scene because it's a clue of the real condition in Reading City at the time. In the news of Scene 6, the unemployment rate tumbles to a 30-year low at 30.9%, connecting with the story of the play. It is the starter for the Allstate factory to move the machines to Mexico and give the floor workers a deal in which their wages will be cut to 50%. That's all from us. Thank you for listening. If you have any question, just ask us. Thank you.